Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for part 2 of this series. We've got a couple more games here to show you in this tournament run. The best tournament run I have had yet in Mechabellum. This first game is against TW86, and I hope you enjoy. Let's have a look here. So Elite, Cost Control, Amp, and Farseer. What do we go for again? Cost Control? I'm not the fan of any of these options again. Oh, we go for the Farseer. I think I just picked Farseer because... Wait, is this the right game? We've gone for the Stormcaller start. So my opponent TW86 has chosen Giant. And I'm on Farseer. But this looks like the standard game, so I'm thinking of a different game. That might be coming soon. Yeah, so this one is another standard looking game. We get the arc lights, protect our storms. Oh yes, I remember this one. My opponent techs early with Mustang to get the anti-air. Or sorry, the what's it called? Missile interceptor to deal with my Stormcallers. Yeah, the Stormcallers are super good on this early on. Look, this arc light stays alive. Everything looks great for me. Missile strike is offered. I think that's what I take because, yeah, like I was saying last game, hitting these Mustangs is really good with the missile strike. I should have maybe done something about it this round, but it's really hard to like defend the missile strike on round 2, to be honest, because like $100, like, and you don't know whether what side it's going to go on. I don't want to spend $200 on shields or like 100 on a shield and 100 on a move, but mobile beacon wouldn't move these Stormcallers anyway, so I'm going to lose that. But we do take the Mustangs out. And I just build more arc lights. These still all mostly light units, and these hounds, they don't have range or anything. Like I'm gonna get a lot of XP on these arc lights, and I'll be able to level them faster and shut down the hounds. So hopefully, it wouldn't go into like a hound carry kind of situation. Rhino, Raiden, Wasp, Phantom Ray. I go for the Rhino here. Oh yeah, that's right, the Sandworm. This was a crazy game, actually. So I think, yeah, we've got one Rhino in each corner. Because we're a little bit farther up, I just want to make sure that we're not getting Rhinos in the back as well. So the plan eventually is to sell these Rhinos. They're just here for safety for this round. And I'm just building my board up. I got my Mustangs now because we don't have any anti-air yet. I mean, besides the Fangs. And the level 3 Wasp was offered, so that's what these are here for. Also, the Phantom Ray was offered too, so we needed anti-air. So yeah, with the giant spec, my opponent just goes right into Sandworm, and I'm like, oh no, it's happening. I hate dealing with the Sandworms. I hate dealing with giants. I hate dealing with melting points. It's so annoying. These techs too, like we got burrow maintenance, replicate mech rage armor. He pops armor. Like all these Mustangs I just built are completely useless. Somehow we managed to win that round, but now I see the plan. Advanced offensive tactics, advanced defensive tactics, lightning, a storm, and advanced power. These are all very expensive. I don't think I need speed because like he's coming into us, so I skip. It's very expensive to buy any of those techs. My opponent went for the lightning storm. He's just trying to kill me. And yeah, so I hate dealing with Melter, so I decide, you forget it. I don't play standard very often, but these last 3 games I have, so like, well, what's difficult to deal with is like Melters. Let's just build Melters. Let's see what happens. I've got lots of chaff clear. Like my chaff clear is great. It's been super good this whole game so far. The melter should be able to get good lock on. And I also put the Farseer on the left. We ended up not selling the Rhino. We didn't sell anything last round, I don't think. And yeah, this melter doing God's work. Fortunately, we lose that one, but that's all good. We will clean up with this one. All right. So we haven't taken any damage yet, somehow. Fire Badger, Phantom Ray, Wasp, Overlord. I contemplated this one for a bit, I remember, and I was thinking, if he's attacking into me with worms don't hit up. Let's just get the Overlord. Let's, you know, try to play safe. Let my opponent try to come into me. He has to. Like, you can't dawdle, like, with these sandworms, right? The whole point is to, like, get the tower. And, yeah, I noticed also that the missile is up, right? So I'm missiling this Mustang, and I'm going to shield here. I'm pretty sure he's coming on the left because that's where his sandworms are. Yeah, you saw early on, these missile interceptor was picked, and I sold. That's what I was doing. I was selling out of storm colors. So yeah, now we just got to slow him down. I wasn't expecting this fire. This fire was from his stuff. So it ended up working out really well. This Rhino, it actually does a lot of damage to the tower, and we do a lot of damage to our opponent. So deploy, Photon, Assault Fang, and Elite Tarantula. I actually think Elite Tarantula is a great card, but it's a terrible card in this situation. The worms will kill him pretty easy. And I'm contemplating a while about whether Photon is worth it or not. And then I decide, yeah, you know what, we're playing safe. You know, we don't want like EMP or something done here that screws us up. Even though we don't have a lot of techs. So we just do that anyway. And plus the extra damage shield. I go for range on the arcs because we want to kill all the crawlers as soon as possible. And just another melter. And I keep this Rhino alive. I sell that one out. Because this Rhino, like I said, is doing a lot of damage to that tower. It's a level 3 tower. This Overlord almost overextended. But thankfully it locked onto a crawler, and then these melters couldn't do anything. Or didn't reach it. Finally, we kill the tower at the perfect timing to kill the worms and kill the rest of the melters, and that is the end of game 3. Game 4, Zilla lag. So yeah, this was my one loss this tournament. This game, I believe I try to go to aggro. Yeah, let's see here. So we got Saber, Elite, Supply, and Farseer spec. I think I picked Supply spec with a Steel Ball. Zillag is a really, really good player. And so in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to play late game. You know, I don't want to play standard against a player who's like really, really good, right? You want to, if you're playing against someone who you know is like much better than you, you need to take risk. It's really the only way, well, not the only way, but like the best way to try to get a favorable outcome, right? Is you want to not play as long as you could, you know? If you end up having lots and lots of decisions in a game by having a long game, and your opponent typically makes more better decisions than you, that will have a compounding effect. So I feel like going aggro against someone who's better than you is great in that way, that you can try to get those wins. So all right, we've got missile spec here, and I'm on supply spec. I put these crawlers on the side because I know he had the marksman, and I'm hoping that the marksman don't lock onto the steel ball. And we just want to run them down, get the tower, whatever. The hounds, I feel, are like super good at aggro too. They just destroy fangs and crawlers. And they're not bad against like anything else too. Decent against the marksman because it takes 5 shots to kill him. So rather than like an arc light, for example, arc light just gets shut down by the marksman pretty easily. The hounds do a great job. Okay. So here we go. Crawlers manage to take those shots from the marksman. We get lock-ons with their steel balls, and we just crush this first round. So I think, wow, okay, this is great. This is great. We've got a strong start. We do have to be careful though, because my opponent is missile spec. Arc, Fire Badger, Tarantula, and Stormcaller. So I'm looking at this, and the arc lights get shut down pretty quickly by those marksmen, right? Fire Badger would be a good choice, but also Tarantula I feel like is good. A level 2 Tarantula is quite good. It doesn't die very easily to sledges. The marksmen do kill it eventually, but like level 2 is really great. I put this crawler here because you don't want like a missile. Well, actually in this case it didn't really matter as much because sometimes I play with the steel ball here, right? So that's why this is important, so the missile doesn't land and hit your steel balls. But yeah, oh that's right, because of the missile spec I wanted to get the shield down, and then I mobile beaconed over to the right. So the missile did hit, but it didn't hit everything. It wasn't too bad. Tarantula level 2, it can kill these Fire Badgers as well, and it takes a lot of damage on the Fire Badger. Unfortunate timing. If these crawlers were a little bit faster, we could have maybe actually won this round. But we do keep our shield. Orbital, extended range, saber, improved melter. I think I skip here. Going aggro into orbital is not the best. Like if I orbitaled here, for example, I'm just like going into it, so not the best choice. We're trying to look for an opening here, using our mobile beacon that we bought last round to dodge the missile. We're gonna try to go hard into here, and we get range on the Tarantula. We want to clear out this chaff as soon as possible, and I decide, okay, so feel like I was saying before, we need to take risks. Tarantula can be a really good unit if you're playing aggro and it gets going. You know, if you get levels on them, they're quite good. How you get levels on them? Get range. They kill a lot of stuff. Look at this. It's great. The problem is like late game Tarantulas I feel like get shut down a bit. Now, bear in mind, you know, 2 games ago I played against that player that was just went like all the Tarantulas like all across the middle here, and then went with spider mines and whatever. So that's in my mind as I'm doing this too. I'm like, well, maybe we can run down with spiders and spider mines. Intensive training, it's a great unit for the Tarantula. Now this one is like so close to leveling, so I didn't do that one, I did it on this one. Oh, okay, scorching fire. That's what happened here. Did I put a shield down? I don't remember. But yeah, missile strike is up. I don't think I do. So we've got Mustang here. I think this is like the safety thing. It stops any random shenanigans. And then, okay, yeah, so that's what we're doing. We are mobiling to the left, and I put this missile here to clear these fangs so that hopefully we can run in and run down this tower. I tried to reposition this so that the marksman won't hit. Unfortunately, the missile does hit our steel balls. This Tarantula does get its level up, so next round we can do that. And this kind of works. This Tarantula is alive, we got this tower, everything's looking pretty good here. So we're doing some good damage. We just got to keep it up. We need to keep the momentum, especially like when you're aggro, you need to keep winning. If you start losing rounds, then it can sometimes be all over. So this was my mistake here. I chose Rhino. I thought I could maybe absorb this Fire Badger. But it was dumb because Scorpion was also offered, and Scorpion counters both of these units. So if I could change this, I would. I think this was the mistake that I made that ends up costing me this game. Yeah, pop this in the corner because then the Fire Badger will turn. And then I put the other Rhino over here because Rhino is good for absorbing these Fire Badgers too. You can see he comes in, he's absorbing lots of damage. But this Scorpion just kills everything here. He killed the spider, he killed that Rhino, he killed this Rhino. And yeah, we lose this round. So now it's like, oh man, what do I do here? We've got haste, we've got missile. Haste is good. Do I put it on the Mustang or do I put it on a spider? I put it on the Mustang. No, putting on the tarantula might have been a good choice, actually. I should have maybe done that too. We pop this on this level 3 bad boy, and then we do like a mobile beacon this one on the side, or we put it here, mobile beacon, triangle over this tower. At this point we need to abandon. I can't sell this Rhino, I have to sell this one first, I think. I mean, hopefully I did sell something. There was another Rhino somewhere. Maybe it was a 3 Rhino drop. I don't remember. I sold these steel balls at some point too. So yeah, we got the spider mine. We want more chaff because we want the Scorpion to hit not our tarantulas. But yeah, these Fire Badgers level 4 now with haste module. They're doing a lot of damage. Look at this. Nano missile shield. That's so much damage on that thing. So yeah, we sold that Rhino now. This one's still alive. Can't really... We don't have enough time to sell it and get that money back. My opponent just adding more crawlers here. That's pretty clever. So I say, you know what, we're all in anyway. So we're gonna just level 2 tarantulas on the side. We're gonna try and run this down. I'm gonna put on field maintenance. Maybe we can outlive this like Fire Badger crap. There is only 2 Scorps. There's just so many Fire Badgers. So I guess the Fire Badgers are really good against the spider mines. Yeah, see this thing? It's not really dying. Oh, it does die. Surprised. How does it survive? Or how does it kill a field maintenance level 2 tarantula at level 2? Well, I learned something. Yeah, so that's the end of this game. GG. Yeah, so I should have not taken the Rhino. I should have done something else. That was my mistake. All right, we're going to end this part here. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and maybe ring that bell and get notified for the next video that comes out for the final 3 remaining games of this tournament. Thanks. We'll see you soon.